Do you think there is too much violence in sports?
Um, no, not really, because when was I'm gonna actually ask this question. When was the last time you saw someone die in a UFC fight? And that's like literally guaranteed the most violent sport we currently have as far as the United States goes. Yeah. So no.
I'm gonna just say this now. There have been guys who died in a UFC fight. There's people who died doing wrestling, people who died doing football. Heck, I've seen the Laundry Football League, and some of them girls will hit each other like they're bulldozers. So I guarantee you there is some violence, but it's sports. You can't just go to a football game expecting them to just push each other. That's just
Who's the guy that went to jail the other day?
Aaron
um,
Hernandez.
I couldn't hear you.
Aaron Hernandez,
And he's a.
football player.
And you think he got that idea of being strong and brute from where?
Football.
Or maybe it was a bit of a thing from before that, because let's think about it. A lot of our major athletes, like Muhammad Ali or whatever, these guys are like, they're just naturally powerful and strong, and they just had a talent for it. So maybe he didn't get it from the idea of being. I don't think you get the idea of being brute from an activity. I think you get the. I think you go to an activity from being brute.
Oh, anybody else? Does anybody else here think that maybe sports is violent?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because sometimes if someone loses in a sport, they'll get mad and then they'll start arguing and then that will lead to violence.
Yeah, at the end of a basketball game. Have you guys ever seen soccer riots?
Oh,
oh yeah.
Have you ever seen how Duke players talk? How Duke fans talk to UNC fans?
Yes.
How
And
NC State fans talk to Duke fans?
they start.
So I'm gonna ask this question again, and this time try to think about this question. Do you think there is too much violence, not death, violence in sports, which can include cursing at someone,
Yes.
pushing someone,
Yeah.
which can include calling someone names? Do you think there is too much violence in sports? And we'll start from this end.
I think that it's not necessarily the sport. It's like what comes with the sport. Like the fans come with the sports. The state of mind thinking, oh, I need to win this game comes with the sport. So the sport itself is just a normal sport to get people active and like now they have the NBA. And then a lot of things come with the sports, like negative thoughts or positive thoughts. And I think it's what comes with the sports that's bad.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
As a whole, there is violence among the sports. It's just that we turned it into a whole kind of warfare between, Duke, UNC. That whole thing is turned to a point where you can't walk around with a UNC shirt on in Duke campus, or vice versa, and something bad will happen to you.
I
So it has
believe,
gotten out of control.
I believe you know you have anger issues or you have any sort of emotions behind anything, like you get emotional really quickly, you should not do sports at all.
I agree with
That's
Josh.
just a risk you don't take.
I think some people are too competitive. Like, have you seen, like, yeah, people or Duke and UNC, some people at games cuss each other out. Because you remember, well, one time, this is not UNC, but it was Duke versus UNC. I mean, Duke versus Kentucky. And then, remember Lambeer made that shot, or whatever his name is? Well, he made it, and then now they made a shirt, Duke people, and they say, I still remember Lambeer and like hateful words on it. So people can be a little too competitive and angry about the past.
Alrighty.